just gotta come back to reality. Come back to the real world and start playing baseball the way I'm supposed to play this game. I'm not the same person, and I need to get back to who I am. I'm having to hide in places that I never really had to hide before. Let baseball history happen first, and then let's go from there. Whether you like me or you hate me, it don't make no difference to me. You're gonna love my game.
And Bonds hit one high. It's a
We have Aaron's 714 ball. We have Ruth's 714 ball. Don't know if we can, if the ball will be, unless it bounces back on the field. But if it does, that'd be awesome.
One of the players might want to shove in his pocket, keep on trucking too.
So we can count on something, 714, 715. We want it to be right for history.
Right, and it should be.
That's our job.
And it should be. There's certain parts of my career I want to give to the Hall of Fame. There's parts that I want to keep. There's parts that I want to give to my entire family.
Bonds swinging a drive to left field the other way. Holiday back, warning track. The drought is over as Bonds hits his first home run of 2006.
A home run has become a lottery ticket. You have the opportunity to better somebody's life by hitting a home run. To me, that's satisfying. Thank you, Barry Bonds. Goodbye. You are welcome.
Are these all used hats? Yeah. Oh my God, that's a lot of them.
I've never in my entire life have ever not kept anything that's monumental to me. Given away a couple of home run bats, but that's about it. But never anything that's been mine. I keep everything.
Your own baseball?
I have my own everything. These are all my shoes throughout my years. These are the best ones right here.
Huh?
My father doesn't have his whole career with him. Willie, wish he kept all his stuff.
This is storage number 2.
Band number 2. I can go back and look at my history and re-look at what I've done throughout my career. There's all my San Francisco black jerseys. And it would give me time to go through my own museum before I allow everyone else to have my museum. I came up in 1986, right? I kept every single one of my bats. This is 600, 84, 569, 70, and 71. I used this bat for 3 home runs. 703. Before my dad died, my dad said, you should probably start keeping your home run bats if you get to 500, and I decided to keep them. I will make the final decision on anything that goes out on me. I did the ad for Victor Conte because Victor Conte did something for my father out of the kindness of his heart and for me. Victor Conte gave protein shakes to me for my dad when my dad was going through cancer. I do use ZMA. It's zinc, magnesium, all of it all in one pill because everyone hates to take 17,000 pills a day. And so I did his ad out of the kindness of my heart for him. I did not know him personally. Like I said, I've met the man maybe twice, that's about it, and then asked me if I would do that, and I would say yes, because, so I don't have any problems with Victor Conte.
Hey, how you doing, brother? Good to see you, man.
Where you been? Working?
Working, man.
That's good. How's it going? You come to watch us play some ball?
Oh, man, I always watch you guys. I'm a long time.
Danny Glover knew my father. All the people that come back to my father's days.
I talked a lot with Barry's father because Barry's father and I are the same age. We came from the same generation.
Exercise, boy. Get off that bike when you hurt yourself, boy. How you doing, man? When am I gonna get in that movie business?
Huh?
I just want to play the son.
You want to play my son?
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't want no lines, though. I just want to, just sit there.
We'll work that out, man.
I want to play the one where we don't talk. I was a famous child, so, when you're a famous father, you know other famous people. It's just at that time you were a little baby.
Everybody all right?
Everybody's cool.
Mom's good?
Everybody great. My
Mom's
mom doing her
good.
jazzercise and stuff, traveling all over the place.
Oh, good.
Going to church all the time.
Good. You look great,
They're
man.
good. Thanks, man.
Yeah, you look great, man.
Trying to hang in there.
You trying to hang
You know, like you always say, just trying to hang in
Just
there.
hang in there, baby.
They say, what's wrong with you? I said, as long as it's attached, I'm all right.
You're all right, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah,
That's it,
good.
But it's good.
I don't know how he's able to function under this current climate. I think that on the one hand, it is important to really focus on what this is about. And this is, without a doubt, an attack on Barry Bonds, an attempt to use Barry Bonds as the scapegoat. The issue with race is that it's always there. But people feel as if they're afraid to talk about it. So they can cloud it up and say, hey, the cat used steroids. So you can now dismiss the issue of race.
I know that I'm black in America. There's no secret behind it. Every time I say something, I become a headliner. So I just leave it to Danny.
I'm surprised that the black community hasn't come out and made a statement about this. I think the fact that the black community would say, we know what this is. We've gone through this. We know exactly what this is. And they can call a spade a spade.
I never fail to marvel at how resilient baseball is. I often have likened it in print to a drunk crossing a 6-lane highway. And baseball's like that. Bad leadership, owners who can't agree, grumpy players with no clue as to how to win over the fans, and somehow it all gets through to the next thing. And I think baseball will survive.
Is Bonds in the lineup today? Bonds is in the lineup. Now this is a day game after a night game, so the big fella wants to go out there.
Here comes Bonds. Bonds at 711 home runs. When Babe Ruth had 711, he was in his final days as a big league player.
So it's 3-2. Bonds waving the bat back and forth, and now Linebrink is ready, and the pitch to Bonds, and Bonds hits one high and deep, center field, out of here. Straightaway center, number 712. He got another fastball about belt high, and he uncorked it. And this was not a cheapie, folks.
I would hope that throughout this, and at the end of this, that people will judge Barry for what he was. And what he was and what he is still the greatest player in the game today. Period.